The EVSC Virtual Academy was established in 2010. We offer online courses for students in our district and students around the state for both supplementary instruction, meaning for students who are enrolled in school full-time but need an additional class, can take courses, individual courses in our program. Students who want to do school at home is what we call it, rather than homeschool, allows students to be able to do their coursework at home with the help of a learning coach at home and the support of licensed teachers in our office, and also locally we have teachers who report to our office each day to be able to meet with students. So it's really affording students the opportunity to have the experience of online program, but also having that total support of teachers, both personal or in online chats or conversations over the phone, to be able to have that total support. The type of students that may enroll in our program may be students who have had some homeschooling background. We have some parents who have had experience with homeschooling background, but they want a little bit more structure on the curriculum. Because we are part of the Evansville-Vanderburgh School Corporation, we are able to offer the curriculum based on the EVSC curriculum maps and the standards that are required for that curriculum, and it does have more rigor maybe than what the parent can offer on their own. And so the parents who have been experienced with homeschooling find that it addresses more like a school situation would be. We also have some students who may have struggled in school. They may have struggled with attendance, or they may have struggled with peer relationships, and they're looking for an option as a bridge to help their students get through some of those struggles and then maybe get back to the school setting. So as we enroll those students, we're working with them more individually to help them with that as well. We have some students who are involved in some different kinds of opportunities that they have. We have a young lady who is hoping to aspire to be a professional ballerina, so she is working in a situation in which she has to attend some seminars and some consortiums having to do with her dance ability. So we are able to offer her still the Core 40 or Academic Honors curriculum to enable her to take classes and work with our teachers both locally and at a distance to be able to earn her high school credits and still participate in those situations. We have a young man who is also working locally with one of the semi-pro athletic programs, and so he again is able to finish his high school career, and he's taking advanced placement, advanced classes to be able to continue with his advanced curriculum that he's doing. I think our program is somewhat different from other virtual programs in that we have a lot of personal support with our programs. We do expect our students to meet some guidelines as far as completion of classes. Sometimes when programs allow students to work on the class at their own pace, sometimes at their own pace never happens. So we do try to make our students understand what their responsibility is. We call it the release of responsibility, that students kind of become more responsible for their learning and being able to have good time management and good organizational skills. And we hold them to that, which we often find in our surveys and our conversations with parents, that they like that we are checking on the students so much rather than just allowing the student to get to it when they can, because sometimes that never happens.
We started with the Virtual Academy a couple years ago. We'd actually done a virtual school before, but the virtual school was so large that it just seemed like the kids got lost in it. We happened to move down to Evansville at the beginning of 2014, and someone on Facebook had mentioned that they were opening a virtual school down here. And once I got looking into it, it was very interesting because it was a smaller size. It was more teacher-student directed, as if you were in an actual school. And plus you got the benefit that the curriculum is provided for you to follow. So that was one of the major reasons that we really liked it. And the fact that the first day the kids started their lessons, that they laughed all day during them and had more fun than I've ever seen them have, it was just the biggest plus to it. My oldest daughter, Kelly, started in 7th grade with Virtual Academy and Bradley in 5th. They did really well with it. They responded well to it. They both have very different learning styles, which it helps because one's a little bit more independent than the other one, so it was easier to let her go through her lessons. Bradley, he likes being at home, he likes the quiet, he doesn't really want to sit in a classroom all day. The teachers are very readily through email. They answer questions very quickly. Janet's very involved with it. If there's anything you need, she may contact the teachers for you for extra help. I usually try and plan field trips once a month. We're having a Halloween art and science day that I put together at the end of October to do some Halloween projects and some ooey gooey science stuff, which I thought went kind of together pretty good. They do get together as much as we can. They're also together like today for acuity testing. We usually have a meeting once a month that they get together. I do feel like they're getting a good education with it. You can always, as a parent or learning coach, being there with them can push them forward even farther. I like to look about a week ahead and see what's coming up, and then I'll try and expand with worksheets or something that I found on the internet for them to go through, just to kind of pique their interest. If their interest piques in something, take it a little farther with them.
I chose Virtual Academy because when I was a freshman and sophomore, I wasn't really as into school as I should have been, and I missed out on a few classes like art, stuff like that, so I had to find time to take them. And this year, coming to health sciences half of the day, that English class that I was supposed to take, English 12A, there wasn't enough time for me to take it. So I started Virtual Academy, and I basically just take it online. The Virtual Academy class is hard because all of my stuff at home school, from Spanish 3 to pre-calc, plus all my health sciences homework, I have to find time at home and during study halls at school to basically do all of my Virtual Academy stuff. They try to tell you to study about an hour to 2 hours every day, and I work also, so it's just a lot at one time, and I'm a Harrison cheerleader. It helps a lot, even though it's a virtual class. You can go to teachers and ask questions and stuff. You usually get 3 attempts on a quiz, and the teacher that I have, she talked to me, if you mess up the first time, study, get to know the material, take it the second time, and if you still don't pass, I can come to her anytime and talk to her. So they just really help. Even though it's a virtual class, it's still like you have a teacher other than your computer. And when I first started, I actually signed up a little late, so I was a little behind compared to the other students. And like I said, with those teachers and Miss Leisner, they kind of give you that push that you need to get started. Miss Leisner emailed me. She keeps in contact with my counselor and my parents. So I mean, if I'm falling behind, she'll tell me, and it's not to be rude or anything, but to kick me in gear when I need it. I hope to get into IU and study pre-med. I want to be an orthopedic surgeon.
I chose the Virtual Academy because I am a dancer and I really love to dance. It's what I want to do whenever I'm older and forever. It's going to be my profession, I hope. And to make that possible, I really need to spend more time in the studio, and I need to travel for certain competitions and certain opportunities that I wouldn't be able to get if I went to a regular high school. I need extra time in the studio to dance and practice, and I get that with Virtual Academy. I have a very busy schedule whenever it comes to dancing, and I'm very thankful that Virtual Academy is suitable to my schedule. It's extremely flexible. I can get on and get off whenever I please, and it still allows me to have the greatest education possible for me. The classes are definitely challenging, and I've had lots of help from the teachers. Whenever I'm stuck with a problem, I can email them, I can go to their school and ask for help, and they guide me on the right path. The classes push me to be a better student because I'm not only just sitting in a classroom listening to a teacher, I am teaching myself in a way, and that really makes you pay attention to what you're learning, and it helps you learn the lesson in multiple different aspects.
I'm really impressed with the fact that they have a face to every class. You are not just looking into a computer all the time. If you need to talk to the teacher, you just go there. You see them in their class. You call and you go there. You can get an appointment anytime you need to. And they are so accommodating. There's not a teacher I have not met. I have a 19-year-old daughter who is off to Ball State this fall. She's 19. And also my 17-year-old daughter is off to Chicago to be a trainee at the Joffrey Ballet. So much more soon than I had anticipated, I am going to be an empty nester. It really is thanks to the school that she was allowed to work. She got twice as much work done in half the time with the online academy and had time left over to do her ballet training, and off she goes at 17. A little more early than I had anticipated, but it's good for her. It's her dream and her passion, so I'm letting her follow it with the help of the school.
Students who are interested in enrolling in our program visit our website, which we have an application posted on the website, both for supplementary instruction and for school at home instruction, and they submit an application, and then we personally contact the student and the parent. If they're a local student, we have a enrollment conference here at our office, and if it's a student at the distant, we're going to have a conference over the phone or a Google Hangout to be able to address what our program is all about and be able to help them enroll in our program.